But this is if you know me very well, and if you're very close to me, you know I have this as part of my everyday lingua franca. I know not what you speak of, and so I wish you well in this journey.
It is well,
but hopefully it turns out as positive as it does. Let's get into the papers, and then we'll do the online portals as well, because the full forensic audit of the NSS ghost names, which took the figure from the 500 million, which was reported by the Attorney General, is on the 3news.com website. If you want to catch the details, you should do that. But quite a number of concerns which we'll seek to get into in this review segment. But let's start off with the papers.
All right. I have the New Publisher newspaper. Hide nothing, fear nothing. Screaming banner headline: AG's unfair trial by media is for government PR. The Honorable Minority Leader Osahin Afenyo Makin is the one speaking. That story, I'm told, is on page 3 of the paper. Bolare Dumas appointed Gold Board Jewelry Ambassadors. The second coming of Paul Afoko confirms bid to return as MPP chairman. And that is what the New Publisher newspaper carries on the front page. We move on to Audu Mohammed's custodian newspaper, Fearless, Fair and Reliable. Paul Afoko joins MPP national chairmanship race. Samira Wu's Central Region delegates for Baumia. Do you not think Samira should start thinking about running for president? Stop your unlawful media trial.
What's the basis upon which you say this? Because I believe there's a reason for all things, and there's a reason for which you're making the.
I have followed her. I have followed her growth and development in politics, right from when the husband was announced,
right,
in and out of the defeats. The first win, where they tasted the home of the second couple for the first time, how she carried herself, how she conducted herself, how she's over the period succeeded in building herself,
right,
for a job at the national level beyond the office of the second lady. Indeed, there's nothing like the office of the second lady.
Yeah, we've come to realize that as well.
Yes, but you see, she succeeded in branding. Branding is a word that I will use, the simplest word that comes to mind. Branding herself in a manner that positions her for such an assignment. Yes, she will still need a lot more grooming. She will still need a lot more some more work to be done on her.
Right.
But when you look at her personality-wise, character-wise, when you look at her charisma-wise, the ability to whip up and to mobilize the people at the base, then you see that there's something in her. It might not be in the next 8 years, but there's something definitely in that woman.
And in the next 8 years, there will be the opportunity for her to pursue a political career.
Certain opportunity, there's always the opportunity.
No,
her husband is running.
I'm asking genuinely because of
the husband.
The husband and the fact that he's a front runner and is a potential winner of the flag bearership race.
But that, when I said in the next 8 years,
that nerves whatever possible political path she can be on. I haven't seen it anywhere where husband is a flag bearer and a wife is also a national executive. I haven't seen it anywhere.
It would be a direct vote of no confidence in your spouse.
Exactly.
Did that. I mean, I think so far we've only seen that in Cameroon, where Paul Biya's daughter openly campaigned against him. In fact, even we who are not Cameroonians were campaigning against the man by fact that we we are Africans
and his age.
Yes, we believe that Cameroon deserves a lot more.
But on the Samira, well, let's.
No, but when I spoke about the 8 years, when I said I don't expect her in the next 8 years, it wasn't so much about the fact that her husband is running. I mean, it's a factor, but I'm also talking about the development that she still needs.
And what possible political position could she be on the hunt for? Is it within the party or? No. When I say within the party, I mean national executive positions, or it is a case of you believe you see a potential presidential candidate.
I believe I see a potential presidential candidate.
Right.
As to whether you must necessarily always start from somewhere, you must be a member of parliament.
No, I don't think it necessarily means you have to start from member of parliament or anything. You could, I mean, once you believe you're capable, every Ghanaian, then there's an age limit as stipulated by the constitution. Once you clear the hurdle in terms of qualification and you're with a political party or an independent candidate, you can't stand for president. And so I'm just asking that question because she's a member of the NPP, and I don't see if she wants to pick up or continue in the path of politics. She want to do it outside of the NPP. That's why I asked in what position you expect her to occupy.
She definitely will do from and with the NPP. And anyway, that was just food for thought.
I mean, these are just hypotheticals, a lot of it.
I mean, when you listen to her, you see there's something in her.
Well, you stated that. So let's continue. I'm sure there will be a forum or an avenue for which we can have
I'm done.
Extended conversation.
The NPP people should have their discussion.
When I say for, I don't mean you. I mean, there will be the room for persons to have a conversation.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised actually in the near future to see the face of a Samira Bawumia, gunning for the top of her. I wouldn't be surprised because I honestly believe she's got it in her. She, like I said, she may still need some work done on her, but she's got it. And I think that if I were close to her, I would start whispering into her. Yes. I'll start tickling her small. By the time she realizes she has said yes before even realizing that she has said yes to something big. Now, Paul Afoko joins NPP national chairmanship race. Stop your unlawful media trial. Minority tells AG. Comes with the picture of Mr. John Dako, legal counsel to Minority Caucus. Wow. Is this the first? Dear Ernest Akufo-Addo for upholding rule of law and...
Who?
Dear.
Who's Dear?
DUA. I don't...
I'm sure we'll get the details.
Let me look for it. So that... So it is Democracy Union of Africa.
Okay.
Gold board jury picks Bolare, Jocelyn Dumas as brand ambassadors. Okay, I get it. So that comes with the picture of the ambassadors and the CEO of the company. Okay, that's it for the
two ones you have, right? The custodian
paper.
I have the Daily Post. Starts off with Mahama announces state burial for the late Nana Akufo-Addo Agyeman Rawlings as he signs book of condolence opened in her memory. Comes with a picture of the president and his wife, along with the 4 children of the Agyeman Rawlingses side by side. and powerful words yesterday. I mean, I was listening to Zanato, and I cannot help but say that there's a lot of her father that you see in her whenever she picks up the mic or she's speaking or she's engaged in a public activity in one way or the other. Also, stop pricing goods and services in US dollars. Ato Forsen at the City at 60 event yesterday. The internet never forgets. Old video exposes chairperson of PAC. Abena Osei-Asare. Gold Ball Jewelry appoints Bolare and Jocelyn Dumas as brand ambassadors. That story as well on the front page of the Daily Post. And when you go on the back page of the Daily Post, you see a lot more in terms of the pictures from that ambassadorial deal assigned between Gold Ball Jewelry, Jocelyn Dumas, and Bolare. And so grab a copy and you can be able to see the pictures come through. The news center crackdown on illegal charges under NHIs intensifies. There's a picture of the health minister along with Julius Deborah and some others. Gold Ball Jewelry signs Bolare, Jocelyn Dumas. That story is making
everywhere.
It's everywhere. Government bans parallel biometrics. MDA is ordered to integrate with NIA system within 6 months. Samira Baumia begins campaign from Central Region. Form work failure, not structural collapse. Dev Traco. So I think yesterday there was a collapse. I want to know if that's the story. We'll get into. There was a structure that came tumbling down in part of the capital yesterday. Yes, and I was right, and we'll get into the details of that story. Akufo-Addo calls for rethink of Africa's governance and partnerships. That story as well on the front page of the news center. I mentioned we'll run through the online portals as well quickly, and I gave a hint of what is on 3news.com website. Full report, Auditor General's forensic audit into operations of National Service Authority. That is there as well. I've already declared my assets to OSP, Paul Adomotri. We know he's in a tangle of some sort with the Office of the Special Prosecutor, who is asking him to declare his assets. He's gone on to the High Court seeking to bar the OSP from getting some details from him in that respect. National Service Authority deploys first batch of 85,159 personnel. Hold your peace. I want to get it properly passed for easier implementation. Bagman on anti-LGBT bill. And Ghana Water Company shuts down Teshinungwa desalination plant temporarily. Hey, Charlie, this will bring me trouble. So, because I'm in that catchment area. But anyways, let's get details. I see you have gleaned up quite a lot in terms of what you want us to discuss.
Yes.
Let's do your headline first, and then we'll have to bring listeners up to speed with some money-making scheme.
Before I do the story on the front page that I'm interested in, I just opened to page 4 of the Custodian newspaper, and there's an opinion piece here. Ken Bediako, you know Ken Bediako?
I know him.
He's a sports journalist, celebrated. He's a legend. You see, these are people that inspired sports in our land. He has a piece here, and the title is State of Ghana Football, Poor Coaching or Lack of Talent. I have not read it to see what his position is, but I want to answer the question. And you know my answer. I don't think we lack talent in this country. We have talent in its very raw form. I think we have a problem with scouting. We have a problem with grooming. We have a problem with and that may be a policy problem of transitioning. When we were growing up, the school sports, we used to have these inter-schools, so intra-school, inter-school, inter-zonal,
super-zonal,
all those things, up to the national level. And there were a lot of footballers and athletes who were picked from all these kinds of competitions.
Right.
It doesn't matter what sport you play. All of these were avenues through which people eventually ended up in the national teams. And now that is not the case. You just need to know somebody at the GFA who owns a club or who has friends who will plug you from wherever, put you on the national team. Whether you deserve it or not is another question. Then we end up shouting at each other, blaming people. Oh, it was this person who brought in this person. Oh, the coach was not allowed a free hand to operate. Oh, the GFA executives have hijacked the team. Or the sports ministry is not making money come, or they are cutting our budgets. Or government is not promoting this. And we seem to be throwing blames left, right, center. But I don't think Ghana lacks talent in whatever sport. Whatever sport, we don't lack the talent. We have it in its raw form.
Welcome to the table.
Our problem has always been policy. Our problem has always been a lack of nurturing or growth, transitioning our people, and deliberately making sports a part of our school curriculum. And in other institutions, you have what they call I think Legon also started that. It says sports for grades or something of the sort. People are getting scholarships into colleges based on their sport, their dexterity in sports.
That's how come our athletes end up in the United States more often than not.
Exactly.
Of wherever they end up in terms of receiving the scholarship to be in the university, they are huge participators in the sports there, and that brings a lot of pride to whatever university they are a part of, and so they continue to get a lot of scholarships in that regard. I don't know if the government sports development fund, which it intends to bring, will be one of the many interventions to begin to improve upon the situation. But yes, you're absolutely right. We have more than enough talent.
No, money is definitely a part of the problem. And the fund, well, we have already promised a conversation with the sports minister, and we have since been trying to track him down. But you see, it is a conversation that we must have. And people are getting saved through sports. I don't know why in Ghana we don't seem to be serious with it. And when we say sports in Ghana, we equate it to the Black Stars. Everything sports in Ghana Black Stars. The women's national team, they brought us glory. Was it yesterday? Yesterday.
They sealed qualification to the WAFCON. That's the Women Africa Cup of Nations.
Yes, and we are not making noise about it. If it were Black Stars, by now the capital is excited. People are tooting horns everywhere.
There's excitement.
It is also about that deliberateness to say that it is not all about the Black Stars. That beyond the male team, there are other sports disciplines that we should focus on and emphasize on. And when we eventually struggle to put the talent together, then we bring coaches like Coach Otoado, who will scatter them.
All right, let's proceed.
Coach Otoado must go.
Let's proceed.
Please don't stop me.
Respectfully, or else I have to.
Coach Otoado.
Let's respectfully.
Can I land on that one?
Once you started the sports conversation, I knew we were going to end up here. But they are also as equally pressing matters as much as equally pressing matters for our conversation or discussion as much as what you have as important. And so
Coach Otoado must go.
Let's get into the other details.
Okay. So let me read the minority leaders'
position on
the
press conferences.
Yes. So this actually on page 3 of the New Publisher newspaper. Minority leader in Parliament and MP for Futu Osahin Alexander Afenyomakin has criticized the Attorney General's new appetite for holding press conferences ostensibly to accuse appointees of the former government of all manner of crimes instead of resorting to the law courts to make his case. Case there, I presume that's what he wanted to write, if he truly has a case to make. According to Afenyomakin, the new style of the Attorney General amounts to trial by media, where all manner of unproven allegations and accusations are made against perceived political opponents with their reputations unfairly damaged in public. The minority leader, in a television interview with Joy News' Evans Mensah on Monday night, said what the Attorney General has resorted to is a deliberate diversionary tactic to shift public attention from the periodic flaws on the incumbent government. And there's a direct quote: "Our contention most respectfully is that since they assumed office, when they are hot, they come and announce that they are prosecuting somebody. That is their playbook now. Anytime government is under pressure, the Attorney General will do a press conference." Afenyo Makin noted. I think a similar story is on page 3 of the Custodian newspaper, which also says, "Stop your unlawful media trial. Minority tells AG." And that story is written by Che Boateng, comes with a picture of Mr. John Dako, legal counsel to Minority Caucus, put side by side Attorney General Dominic Ayene's picture. The New Patriotic Party minority in Parliament has advised the AG and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayene, to stop his unconstitutional media trial against accused persons. The caucus slammed the AG for undermining the constitutional rights of these accused persons by publicly labeling them as criminals before due process is completed in court. Consequently, the minority maintained that the Attorney General should be called to order to ensure that prosecutorial actions remain within the confines of the law. And the courtroom, addressing journalists in Parliament on Tuesday, October 28, 2025, the legal counsel to the Minority Caucus and Member of Parliament for Swame, Mr. John Dako, stressed the Attorney General's utterances under the guise of accountability series on ongoing prosecutions tantamount to pronouncing suspects guilty before a fair trial. And there's a direct quote: "By this press prosecution, the Attorney General has violated his oath to be fair to all manner of persons. By this press prosecution, the Attorney General has violated a core constitutional provision in our criminal jurisprudence. He has, by this press prosecution, prejudiced the fair trial principle under Article 19 of the Constitution 1992. So I think it's the same point made by the leader.
Right. On the floor of the House, but they held a press conference earlier.
No, it wasn't on the floor of the House. It was in an interview granted a media house.
Media house, yes. Right. I think there's a genuine concern out there. Opinions are split as to whether or not what the Attorney General engages in is prejudicial to persons who are yet to be put before the court. And I must mention as well that the dockets in relation to Hanan, or the charges, we've got wind of it. We've seen bits and pieces of it this morning as well. But that's the argument. I must maintain that since the argument started, I've been of the opinion that is there a thin line between updating the public and being prejudicial? But in some of the instances, we've heard the Attorney General describe these individuals who are suspect as criminals, and then that begins to border on the lines of whether or not he's affording them the constitutional right of innocent until proven guilty. But again, and I'll say again advisedly, I haven't had any issues, I'll be very honest, with the updates. Perhaps a bit of
because
the
you are a journalist.
No, that's why I'm you haven't allowed me finish.
Finish.
Perhaps the use of language in this press conference is what can be better. And so I, for instance, in listening, flagged the AG's description of these individuals as criminals. I flag that and I say, okay, that could be a red line that's not supposed to be crossed. But to say that him providing updates is completely a violation of the rights of the individuals, I disagree. You can provide updates, but in the provision of the update is where I believe some of the language can be managed so as not to cast in the eye of the public, cast them in the lights that they are guilty even before they make their way to the court. So now you can proceed and explain to me why you believe I'm a journalist, and so I'll agree.
Oh, no. I was not disagreeing with you. I was agreeing with you. But I was just saying that you see it to be useful because you work with information. And so as a journalist, you definitely would have...
Not as a journalist, as a Ghanaian, first off.
Okay.
I am interested in getting to know
updates, to hear what is happening,
as to whether or not progress has been made on investigations, on putting people before the law court, and getting the story as to what possibly could have happened. But it ends there. The extra commentary as to criminals and their description as criminals is where I believe it can be better. But to provide updates as to, okay, this is what investigative bodies have put together for us, and this is what we're taking to court, I see nothing wrong with it.
I think in principle, you and I have the same position, so we are not arguing over it. The point is there a need for information to flow? Yes. And this information should come from all quarters of government. So whether the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, whether the Ministry of Finance, whether the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, whether the Ministry of Communication, whether whichever ministry, whether Gold Board, whether NPA, whether from all public institutions, we must have a constant flow of information. The public should be constantly updated on what is happening. That would be the principle behind the accountability series, that it is an opportunity for government officials, for public officials, to update the nation on what is happening within their spaces. And this is not new. The NDC in another life had what they call the Meet the Press series. Is it Meet the Press? Was it Kufuor or Mills? Yes. So various administrations have always had those opportunities
to engage.
I think it was only under President Akufo-Addo that thing was shaky, only up to the dying years of the administration, when the Ministry of Information started engaging public officials. They will bring them to the ministry and let them speak to the media people. So the principle behind accountability series is welcoming, whether you are a journalist or you are a Ghanaian or you are NDC or you are MPP or you are in government or you are in opposition. It is welcoming, because the fact of the matter is that even members of the opposition caucus, they get information from these government engagements. So that if you want to know what is happening with these prosecutions, it is advertised that the Attorney General will be meeting with members of the press on this accountability series. You, as a member of the opposition, you want to also tune in and hear what has been said. And so I don't think that anybody would have qualms with that. Again, if you are a member of the government and you are following, or you are even a neutral, but you have an interest in one of the issues at heart, these are opportunities for you to get to hear firsthand from the government functionaries that 1, 2, 3 have been done, 1, 2, 3 have not been done, 1 is happening, 2 is not happening at all. And from there, we then are able to enhance the national discourse. Moving on to the office of the Attorney General.
Right.
It is the position of every lawyer, whether you are the Attorney General or you are the defendant, lawyer for the defendant in a case. once you are speaking to the media on a particular matter, you speak to the facts that are before you. When you pick every, what do you call the charge sheet?
Yeah.
So when you pick the paper that government will issue, the Attorney General will issue, saying that we are taking you to court, these are your charges and all of that. Attached to that is what they usually would call the brief facts. Brief facts. And the brief facts will state what exactly it is that you have been accused of doing. So this is what led to the charges that have been put against you. And if you follow the press conferences of the Attorney General, usually he would speak to these brief facts. And if you pick the charge sheet, you will see the same narration there. You get it? So it informs even the lawyers of the accused persons, informs the court that this is what the person has been accused of. This is the charge. And these are the events leading to this particular charge, or the institution of this particular charge against the person. And when the Attorney General is speaking, he will say, it is our belief that you are guilty. Even in court, the Attorney General is taking the position that you are guilty and is convincing the court that indeed you are guilty. So the court should pronounce you guilty. It is the duty of your lawyer to take the position that you are not guilty based on the plea that you would have already entered, that you are not guilty. And so the argument that will be made by your lawyer will all be to the effect that you are not guilty. And so we'll be encouraging the court to say that the Attorney General has no case against you, so they should let you go home a free man. So if the Attorney General is holding a press conference, nobody expects the Attorney General to come and say that we are not sure whether you are guilty or not. No Attorney General will do that.
Right.
If you are not sure, why are you in court? You are convinced that the set of facts before you leads to a prosecution.
A criminal conviction.
A criminal conviction.
Right.
And based on that, you are going to court. So if you are not sure, there's no point to go to court. So I don't expect the Attorney General to come and say that it is possible that Edu Boahen is guilty, it is possible he is not guilty, or it is possible that Hanan, the former Buffer Stock CEO.
24 counts, by the way, and I mentioned we've seen the docket.
Yes.
24 counts.
24 counts.
And then the brief facts, as you mentioned as well, being here. He is the first witness, Hanan Abdul Wahab Aludiba. The wife, Faiza Saidu Wuni, is the second accused. The third accused, Richard Sam Asante at large. The Aludiba Foundation is an entity, and then Energy Partners Limited as well. Also.
So I get the position that the minority leader has made. I get the position that the minority as a caucus has made. It is true that we should not use these, press conferences to condemn and prejudice. So that's the other thing about it, that the moment you begin to emphasize on these things, then you are, they call it, polluting the minds of the public against the individuals. Whether or not they are guilty, the narration at the press conference will lead to people being convicted even before the court pronounces. But there's a very thin line there between informing the public and also maintaining or observing the constitutional rights of the people. It is just like we sitting on there. We can't sit on there and say that whose name should I use?
Frederick Kunzo.
That Kunzo has stolen a dog. Then we come on there and say Kunzo is a thief. No, we cannot do that.
Yeah.
Because we are not the prosecuting entity.
You're not the court, actually.
We are not the court. We don't have the powers to declare somebody a thief or to declare somebody a murderer.
It's only the courts that can make that
declaration.
Yeah.
In the same vein, the office of the Attorney General or even the Attorney General himself cannot declare somebody a thief. They say you have stolen,
and that's why I made the comment that look, that singular description use of the word criminal is where I had a bit of a concern in terms of what the Attorney General had to say. But let's just go on to 3news.com, because I mentioned the forensic audit or report of the Auditor General on the CSMP and Metric app of the National Service Authority. And so the Auditor General has released the full report on the forensic audit it conducted into the National Service Authority from 2018 to 2024. And these are the highlights. The total financial irregularities over the period were 2.5 billion cedis. Over 1.5 billion was in payment exceeding 13 months. Another 989 million cedis was paid to personnel without the required biometric or monthly attendance verification. There was also 302 million cedis paid to vendors without contracts, invoices, or evidence of work done. The audit found the software used by the NSA to be fit for purpose despite some control weakness. The NSA deliberately bypassed controls built into the application. And we know that the NSA replaced the technology, but that's also up for conversation. And so those are the details. But in all the things that we're getting, there were excessive manual overrides. The software was supposed to automate many processes, yet a lot of them were done manually. For instance, 78% of postings that were supposed to be automated between 2018 and 2024 bypassed the process. And so it leads us to ask this question. There's a new system in place which has resulted in a delay in the deployment of these service personnel. Or are we saying that by this replacement of the old system with this new system, the manual manipulation has also come to an end? Because per this report, there was no problem at all with the technology which was in place. It was a case of the technology in place and doing its work, but human beings said they will not allow the technology do its work. And so, is it the case that the human beings have changed, and have promised they will not manipulate the new system? Because the old system, per what we're being told, was fit for purpose, but had excessive human interference, which resulted in the 2.5 billion cedis in irregularities, which is being reported to us by the Auditor General today.
Isn't it one of our problems that we design systems, but some way, somehow, we always find a way into the system to undermine the system that has been designed? I think we've had this conversation with the school placement. It's become an annual conversation. Every year we have these issues. A system that is designed to make life easier, to promote fairness and equity within or with the distribution of resources and skills and opportunities and all of that. We always have a way to undermine it. And so I always say, let us go beyond the system. Let us find out who was it that manipulated the system.
And let us deal with the person.
Right. Let us not spare those people. It is the only way, because a system is designed by somebody. Somebody definitely has access, and somebody has a certain control. And it's the same thing with all softwares. They call it access and control. Somebody has control over certain functions within the system. Another person merely has access to enter and do something, but cannot alter the operations of the system. So let's find all those people and deal with them. It's the only way. We are losing a lot through these things, and a lot of the time, you check the amount of money pumped into developing the system, and you ask yourself, did we go or did we come? Because you have developed the system and the problem is still there. Recently, there were allegations of bribery and corruption with the school placement system.
So I think one of the MPs said he misspoke and he wasn't speaking factually.
He misspoke.
I think yesterday we had.
Yeah, no, you mentioned, but the story was not read.
Yeah,
he misspoke as in what he shouldn't have said. Misspeaking is a different.
No, don't take my word for it. I'm just paraphrasing, and so if I say misspoke, it might not be accurately capturing what
exactly. He lied to us.
Yes. So he said he lied. Actually,
at the wrong place.
He said he lied.
He lied.
I recall,
and we should just take it like that. He lied, and we should forgive him. He lied. We have a big problem in this country. Right. Was he lying when he spoke then, or he's lying now when he's saying he lied about the first one?
Well, I guess we can never know. Sixers, thank you very much for helping us through the news update. We'll get into the call-in segment, Community Voices, and hear your voice shortly. Before we do that, let me tell you about the Rosebank International University. Now, it's a strong South African university and a brand of the ADvTech Group, Africa's largest private education provider with 146 countries, with schools in 146. No, let me take that again. Africa's largest private education provider with 146 schools across 5 countries and over 100 learners, and partly owned by the World Bank through the IFC. Now, Rosebank International University is fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority, the British Accreditation Council, GTEC in Ghana, City and Guilds in the UK, and Capsicum Culinary Studio. At Rosebank International University, we offer a Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, an MBA, Master of Science, and Master of Philosophy in Digital Marketing, Bachelor of Supply Chain Management, targeting professionals in freight forwarding, customs, etc. We offer hospitality and culinary arts, available at diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate levels. Our ICT has PSC Information Technology in Business, Systems and IT, Computer Application Development, all carefully designed to equip you with the skills and qualifications needed for a successful global career. Our mission is simple: inspiring excellence. Admissions are now open for January 2026. Visit our modern campus at Airport Commercial or Perbia House, Accra, or apply online at www.riuc.edu.gh www.riuc.edu.gh Rosebank International University, building global citizens. Let's go for these quick spot of commercials. When we return, we'll straight in to the call-in segment. Stay with us here on the 3FM Sunrise.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7
the phone lines are already beeping. Let's get straight into it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Marina.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, and I believe that your morning is going well too.
Everything is okay.
Fantastic.
Everything is going well.
Fantastic.
My name is Ajana One from Loving Kwabiga.
Ajana One, let's hear you. Share your thoughts with us this morning on the many subject matters we've been discussing.
Very much with the wonderful job you are doing for Badagana. Let me say good morning to and Chairman Joe wherever they are. And then I am very patient about.
Yes, appears we lost Ajana One on the phone lines. Call back. Hello, good morning.
Name, how are you, my brother?
I'm doing well. Trust that you are too. Talk to us. Your thoughts on all of the matters we've been discussing this morning.
I'm just happy the Ghana city is really doing so well. Doing so well. And when you compare it to the previous year, around this time, the depreciation setting because of business people rushing for the dollars and things like that. But look at what is happening around this time. The city is really living comfortably. Unlike previous years that the city will be begging the dollar. Please, wait for me. That's a good governance by the NDC government. And I applaud His Excellency John Mahama and his team. Bank of Ghana governor and the finance minister. In fact, all the appointees who are really doing well. Now, people are saying, that is the MPP people, let me put it that way, that Attorney General is always coming on air to be announcing that this person is this person is that. The Attorney General is not telling MPP people things that has happened in the past, like the Buffer Stock Company, then the Bureau of National Signals money and all those things that they're chopping. He's telling Ghanaians that this is what happened under your regime. And he has the right to do that. We need to get information so that I can see that with sense. Well, the next time that we are going to vote, we know how to vote properly. You get it? Again, look at it. Name. Have you noticed that the MPP, under their governance structure, the big men were rushing for Maslow money? Money, Maslow. Maslow monies are meant for small business people that needed some assistance, financially, and the market women and things like that, or traders that are not really feeling that solid in financial business. And then you hear Madame and all the rest of them, after your markings, then the team for them going for Maslow loan. Why?
Right.
You destroy our city, you destroy the economy, and now you are saying that we shouldn't talk.
Thank you. Let's
Attorney General, go ahead and talk.
Right. Let's have some others share their thoughts as well, Papa Bisu. Thank you very much for sharing yours with us. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please. I trust that you're well. Let's hear from you quickly.
Everything is good.
Fantastic.
Greeting to Chairman Joe and the Honorable Bulu Kudu Adupo and the Regina Ashimo. You know something? I'll greet one of my elder for Nua, Numo Bobu Romo, Obomani, and that job with Yannick Manu or Mangana. Who be? May can't be Kakracho. MDC, a memory, a memory with the text, Tentin America, from Ghana here up to Burkina Faso, the jet train, some of the days, we can't have some project now. A bit Ghana for a lot. So to my here, send your day, Yakwas, you know, do. It's in your mechanical, and this appointees, Pia. No to my papa and what your mama. Now, Mumwe and Koto, Nagana for benefit at the same time. So, MPP phones Omutiani. Send your mama here to make someone for almost 100% support. And my mama, me say, MPP on the door position. I said, your mama by 1 year for Yayo, Yansha Juma or ye, Dolan, Waya Hata, send your Kufa to Ekano, Waya Hata, Nasidi. Nyakabai, I perceive to a Korean intimate, and before Mutia with the women, almost for support, 100% Emma Domama, and yes, are on the top position. 40 years.
Thank you very much, Ni Nungwa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Amawuna.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, and I trust that you're well.
I'm good, and you?
I'm also well.
My name is Nanamo. I'm calling from Boy in the Eastern region.
Nanamo,
yes.
Let's hear you. Let's hear you quickly.
Opening, and my sister is the lady parliament here, and the Okasana one from Kurana, the lecture with the word that Embrano. Now, at Tanako, you carry a catabo after you have to go back and argue our Ghana. You have found to say to the mind. To be hobby, one man, I don't know, a shimua. But we give one, you come back one share and look up of my Ghana. And he has fled and this your mind. Say, I'm not Obia and Canadian, yeah, how be a more Bianca. That's now the parliament there. And then, no Okasana from Fire, that shows. Also, you what a crowd, what a 120 years ago, that children, and a criminal law, and a other human accident. Yeah, that's them. I'm not going to the bed, what's the cross of the bed? I don't know the airport you. And you're very member, Kata, you need the Kata. I don't want the Kata, and I'm not going to never enough of Yana. I don't know about the I'm 10 years. If that's wrong, or by Obama, and we are toying. Now, somebody. I want to promise you, you who I want on here. And no $1 above from now, so never what I am doing, I was gonna have. If you ever did $1 from me and make it as well, we move fast for $1, $2. Sitting at me, then you are never to some on the Yankee, the year for some of the I never go to you, above from here. Mark from then $1 from Jenny, the way you are, and then you move out for you go to Kumu. Right. Must let all by. I'm still fighting over fighting. Yes, no. Oh, I don't know to you. So, you should say, I'm not going to say, I have to be very funny in Germany. I'm saying, if the name of buying a courtroom, and everything very funny, and I tell you, the rest of the party, you can offer us here and your news of I'm saying, that was a very original offer of Mantica there. Obi biara wafa omantika offer the bonus and company you know only say kele famay him and man what is just some count because you just cannot all the what is in no go I have been born and the first channel and famay not part governor any proposal we did down we go
Thank you very much Nanamo Akwa as well for calling. That's Nanamo Akwa. You can do same 055-924-2717 055-924-2717 055-691-0154 055-691-0154. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, good brother.
Yes, I trust that you're well. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I'm Mr. Lincoln.
Mr. Lincoln, it's good to hear from you again. Let's hear from you quickly.
Yes. Mawena Beta. Hey. Mama is the who? Is the who? Ah. Who pay with now pay? Amamo papa. Yet began half for 8 good years. Ye pray ye didn't tell the name. Ye didn't toss in Chile. Ye the young one cry. Ye didn't tell the young one. Amamo Bonnie. Maya Bompire. Ghana Nibia Routier. Sorry, Sunday. Bompire, my president John Dramani Mahama. Now, Bompire say MPP shouldn't come to power again. We are Ghana in our so Jina Midipa. Sorry, Bompire, my John Dramani Mahama administration. Then for Bompire say, and I beg ye, dear MPP, I buy the year Ghana for the past 8 years. All
right, Mr. Lincoln, let's go straight to the
point, please.
I understand. Just let's go straight to the point so that some others can come through as well. Please.
Let me continue. For the opportunity given, maybe you don't want me to proceed on that, but Ghanaians are listening to me. Let me say good morning to Kaswa MC, my good brother Seth Banini, and constituency chairman Kufusua Jare for the good job they are doing. Joe Ashama, there will be Anyamin Shao and Eastern Regional Minister Honorable Akosua Awate. The fight against Galamsey is still ongoing, and we cannot afford to lose Kende Namwa Teneboa and his men are in the bush. They should continue to arrest the Chinese and the Ghanaians who think that they can destroy our water and go escort-free. They should arrest them and bring all the machines to Accra. God bless you, my good
Thank
brother.
you very much, Mr. Lincoln, as well, for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawena Egbeta.
Yes,
Eben
sir.
from Kwabenya. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I trust that you are too.
Oh, more than well.
Fantastic. Eben, let's hear from you quickly.
Aban Papa is in power.
Let's hear from you quickly.
Well. You know something? If Nana Mwaku from Esubo is hearing to me, I have this for him. Nana Mwaku, Sewupo, John Mahama, your Hindi, Sewupo, Onwa no yo Hindi, Mahama is
Okay, I would really love if we're not. I would really love if we're not singing. If we're not singing on, I mean, it's an opportunity for us to share our thoughts and not to sing. And so let's go straight and everybody has the opportunity to share their thoughts. I don't want us coming to say somebody has shared their thoughts, you agree or no. Let's just go straight to the point.
And my view to him that I will sing for him and praise John Mahama. Mawena, are you not in this country? Didn't you see their abysmal performance? We were here when they told us what they have the economic wizard. The dollar was trading to the city 3.8 to 4 cedi. They took it when they are going to the extent the pounds to a city was 23 cedi. Lo and behold, you have a good governance. That what? Now, how much is the city to the dollar? City at 50. Look at how the city has been able to appreciate and matching boot to the other foreign currency. Let me applaud the finance minister. That what? See, we should all need to encourage trading in the city so that the city will be able to stand firm and be able to see. They are telling us that things are still this. See, a rice, 5 kilo rice that I don't want to mention their name so that it will be like I'm doing adverts for them. I used to buy it in their term 110 Ghana cedis. Today, when I go to the market and buy, it is 85 Ghana cedis. Is it not a success? You see, when you go to the market, they don't say NDC. If you are NDC, you are buying it cheap, and the NPP you are buying it expensive. We all go to the same market. So let's all tell the traders that now dollar to the city has been able to. The city has been able to be strong. So market women should continue reducing their tax. You don't just come and say that you don't. It's because you don't want to see. And when you pretend that you are there, you also pretend and bury you. So you know, that's why we are praising John Mahama for it. So as I'm concluding, I'm telling John Mahama is performing, same as the Vice President, Chief of Staff, and also my boss, Karit Makafu Nimepeku, and Honorable Deputy Chief Executive of Otema Shipyard, Honorable Speaker. Greetings to you this morning.
Thank you very much, Eben, as well, for calling. And just by way, in terms of sharing your thoughts, let's try and just get straight on with it. Singing and what have you. They are your thoughts, but I would just rather not have you join us and wanting to sing, just respectfully. Hello, good morning.
Eric.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you're calling us from, please?
This is Collins.
Collins
from Amamole.
Collins in Amamole.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear you. I think I know Amamole. When you're from Ablekuma going to Pokwase. When you are from Ablekuma, is it going to Pokwase?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you find Amamole on that street. Collins, share your thoughts with us quickly.
Fantastic. Let me quickly greet Greater Accra Regional Chairman Honorable Lee Ashimo and Johnny Huis. Wherever he is this morning, I greet him. About this economy, I will give the credit to President Mahama and his appointees, ministers, CEOs, and deputies that up to today, 10 months in government, no scandal, meaning President Mahama is on course. I will beg opposition party MPP, that's the majority opposition party MPP, that their complaints is too much. If you hear their communicators on radio and TV, meaning Ghanaians are suffering, Ghanaians are enjoying, Ghanaians are now enjoying and feeling comfortable than past administration, that's Akufo-Addo. came into office to mess this country. Today, we are not paying tolls, road toll. Look at Burkina Faso, their long trails. Look at Nigerians, their long, and so on and so forth. Passing across this country here and there, going free of charge because of one person giving his authority that from today's going, no road toll will be given. And it's causing financial loss to the state. I wonder how this person is moving free. Look, we earn 7.5 billion a year. Today, that money has been collapsed. Almost 3 years now. And this person is moving here and then. I heard him contesting a chairmanship race. That's MPP. And I said, wow, Ghana for you. So President Mahama, the aura Ghanaians are watching. That's my big problem for that. The aura there, Attorney General shouldn't joke about it at all. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you very much, Collins, as well, for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother Eric. How are you?
I'm well. What about you? Give us your name as well and where you're calling us from.
Fine. My name is Aban, calling from Ashama Zenu.
Aban in Ashama, let's hear from you quickly.
Ashama Zenu. Do you know
Zenu? Yes, I've been to Zenu once. I have a friend who lives in Zenu.
Past 1 month now, we don't have water. So we are pleading with the Ghana.
The Ghana Water Company Limited. You said for the last 1 month you've not had water?
1 month, more than that.
Have they explained in any way?
Explanation. That is the worry that the worry that I'm having with them. At least they should have even given us some information. That if they are doing maintenance, they should just inform us. But no information. And we don't know when the water too is coming. So we are pleading with them on 3FM that if they are listening to me, they should do something about it for us. For the almost more than 1 month now, part of Bonkatamansu, we don't have water, including Ashama. Eric, let me say hi to my Tenebua. He's the director of operation for NANMUS. I hope you know him. He's doing well. And Honorable Ashimo, our Greater Accra Regional Chairman. Eric, my colleagues are singing for President Mahama and you are not happy about it.
It's not a problem of being happy or not. I'm just saying, express your opinion, but singing Eric, is what I draw the line. And so states the opinion, but don't sing. States the opinion, but don't sing.
Are you not happy with the performance of President Mahama?
You are sharing your thoughts. It's not my turn to share your thoughts. And I'm going to raise your water concern issues as well.
I've heard you. Under the previous administration, some of us, we were experiencing a hellfire. The cost of living was very high under the previous administration. A bag of 5 kilos bag of rice under the award, I was buying it almost 200 Ghana. And today, as I'm speaking with you, when I go to the market, I only buy it only 85 Ghana cedi. Oil that under the award, I was buying it 1,500. Today, it is almost just 540 Ghana. So let's praise the president. They are doing well. All how do you call it? All economy, all factor of the economy. The president is doing well, including fight against illegal mining. Tony, I don't want to go much.
Thank you as well for calling. Thank you as well for calling, Abang. Hello, good morning.
Mario.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am well. What about you?
By the grace of Allah.
Fantastic.
Everything is good.
Fantastic.
This is Nokrasa.
Nokrasa, let's hear you.
Let's hear you. Where the MPP MP via the gun.
By the container.
You
always tell us that. Let us know what you think as well of the many things we've been discussing this morning.
Okay. But Mario, about way by let me send my greatest to Madis Biakuga and Joe Ashama, and then my chairman, Tio Sojare, Allah say, thank you. Opening us about we buy him. Ushe Hoswa, Potwoswa, and you chairman, Ejagu. Yes, feeling in terms of opening us, Sika about we opening so penasam kra obebane wonsam amano all by the before because and then me for the 10 months 11 months about we ko international market generated fund and one year to chill mine this year abanye chemu egogo your photo and go about money the never including get fund. And so about we buy him, we're making sure say international or feeling what's not some man. Now Corona MPP are buying a chairman boy and now she names are a year attorney general there be go out any power noise and you dream get off a separate year for woman. So you just ask you get me in Puntijuma. And my young callers who can be young 200 cities, and the mobile phone, name the defender undefendable. Never swear, say if there will be here, you may be any engine, the better defender when you have baby, you better come to send it here.
Thank you very much as well for calling, and I'll pick my last caller because Mutala Yakubu is here to bring us the very latest in the world. So, but that line as well has dropped. Call us. 055-924-2717, 055-691-0154. Let's hear from you quickly before we bring you sports. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, sir. Let us know your name and where you're calling us from,
My
please.
name is Daniel Ashite. I'm calling from Amomole.
Daniel Ashite as well from Amomole. Okay, so
This
Daniel,
morning,
let's hear from you quickly.
Let me take the opportunity to say a very good morning to Honorable Comfort Doyo, Adan MP, at the same time, First Deputy Chief Whip, for the good work she's doing at Adan. The woman is superb. And then my boss, BVLA boss, Logas Nekote, the wonderful work he's doing at DVLA. Since he took over the CEO of DVLA, we have seen the wonderful performance. Then I'll end by saying that truly John Dramani Mahama and his finance minister has done well. Today, you don't hear people going about saying there's hardship in the country. You don't hear teachers are suffering, nurses are suffering, drivers are suffering, and all of stuff. Means things are in the right direction and things are going on well. We beg the NDC National Executive, the Regional Executive, that the time for them to start coming to the constituencies to engage the grassroots is now.
Right.
We need to know what is happening. The talking is too much at the constituencies. The grassroots think they are being neglected. So we beg them, let them, they should come down and engage us and tell us what is happening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And I said you were going to be my last caller, but let me extend an amnesty to this final person. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mawina.
Yes,
my line went off.
Ajana One, it's good that I decided to grant an amnesty and you've managed to creep through. Let's hear you quickly because Mutala is here and wants to do sports. Just quickly.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I wanted to talk about the CD at 50.
Great.
And then I intend to our minister urging the companies, the public, about how they charge our money in dollars. You see, we are pleading with our minister. He is the head of the economy. He is our finance minister. It's about time is to hold the hoteliers, the companies on accountable because you cannot be in China. Because please, have you ever heard about South Africa that they charge in dollars before? No.
So
if we want to learn from our brothers South Africans and the others, we should do same here because that's the reason why sometimes our economy and our city is always been going up. So we are pleading that this is the time our finance minister to put his feet down. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ajanawan. And he is our final caller for the morning. Thank you very much for calling in and letting your voice be heard on the numerous subject matters which have been discussed. It's time for us to bring you the very latest in the world of sports. Mutala Yakubu is here. You had something to say.
Yeah, it's about, your school, your alma mater. You've been disturbing us throughout the weekend. I was in the Volta region, by the way, for Ghana Premier League.
Which specific part of the
I was in Pando for Heart of Love. But, the wave cuts across the whole Volta region.
Volta region. And you loved it, didn't you?
Well, it was nice. I love the fact that people are embracing their school. People are proud of where it all started. And I saw some great personalities in there. Yourself, Emotion, in there. I saw Scanty. A lot of you guys. I didn't know all of you went to Mauli. It was beautiful.
There are ministers of state as well and members of parliament, and then
the current DVLA boss also attended my school.
No, I'm not. That's not for conversation. You're just mentioning personalities.
I am also telling you something.
You're mentioning personalities, and I just decided.
And I'm also telling you something that the current DVLA boss also attended my school.
To which, what do you mean?
To which we all have personalities.
Come and do your sport. I thought you say what you were saying, but you weren't bold enough to say.
Mauli is a great school.
Fantastic.
But I can't be compared to Aquinas.
Well, which school? They said which school did you attend?
St. Thomas Aquinas.
All right.